Hey guys, 828 Fine Adventure. I have got a Garmin Power Switch that goes under the hood of the car and controls the lights remotely through an app on your phone. I'm going to install it and I want you to check it out. So let's go do that. Okay guys, what I've got here today is a Garmin Power Switch, and I'm going to be using that as a remote way to turn lights off and on. And some of the lights I have are right there, just to give you a sneak peek. That's going to be in another video. They're kind of like Raptor lights that go on the grill bulge of a Tundra. So you can see them better here. I'm going to get those installed later, but that's, like I said, another video. So this is the Garmin Power Switch right here. Comes in this fancy little box. That's Garmin quality there. But as you can see here, it's like this little block. And I'm going to attach this to the top of the fuse box under the hood of the Tundra. And I'll be using this very industrial strength 3M Velcro. This will hold lots of weight, you know, wherever you stick it. And this should keep it from going anywhere under the hood. Not that I think it will once it's wired up, but you know, I just don't want it to move around at all. And let me just say another thing about this tape here. I use it for all kinds of stuff. It's not real flexible because it's a thick plastic Velcro, as you can see there. But just to let you know, it works great, you know, if you're mounting stuff inside your vehicle or in the engine compartment. So I will put a link under the video in the description if you want to go check it out and maybe compare some prices or whatever. But it's real handy, and you know, it's good for all kinds of stuff, even around the house. So inside the box, if I can get this open, God bless, why do they make them so difficult to open? Anyhow, so inside the box you get a ground wire. This will go from your battery to the actual unit. You get a power wire. And it looks like it has an inline fuse here under this right here. So you get your power wire, which goes to your positive on your battery and also to the unit. It looks like it has a fuse right here. Not sure what type it is, but it appears to be that. Directions comes with some of these that you can crimp to the end of wires when you're hooking up your lights or whatever you want to do. Now these don't. You can use this for other things, like if you have power run to the back of your truck, you know, you can use this power switch just to, you know, enable power to those things that you have in the back of your truck, whether it be a 12-volt socket or anything like that. It comes with some directions with a little bitty tiny print. It does have pictures for those of us that need those. And, you know, they seem to be pretty self-explanatory, and then lots of different languages. So it's not real difficult to hook up. It's just finding a place for it and then running the wires from your lights. So then at the bottom of the box, hidden under all this cardboard, is the unit right here. And check that out. And this little thing I discovered on top, you can turn this little key and the top comes off, and it gives you access to all the places where you'll connect your wires, your positives and your ground. So there you go, and then you turn that key back and it locks in that top that protects it. It's nice. It's like a die-cast metal on the bottom, and it's like this is like a really hard, well-made plastic. I mean, Garmin's really good quality. And I'm gonna have to come back to this video in a minute. My neighbor seems to be mowing his lawn for the 12th time this week. All right, folks, it's the next day. And the first thing we're going to do is disconnect the negative right here, because we don't want any issues from that. Or should I say from not doing that. So let's go ahead and disconnect that. There we go. Got that disconnected. I'm going to go ahead and clean off around there while it's like that. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this right here with some alcohol to make sure that the double stick tape sticks really well. I just use some 70 to 90% rubbing alcohol to clean stuff like this. Dry it with it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm cutting some Velcro pieces that can go on the bottom of this. These pieces right here. Okay, so now I'm going to peel these pieces off. I think this should work really good. Press that down really tight. Oh yeah, that's going to hold well. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to cut a couple other pieces. I'm going to do them this way. Now I have these with the adhesive down. Let's go ahead and find a good place to put this. Hey guys, just a second. If you would, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Just takes a second to do it. Thanks, y'all. Now I am going to mount it on top of the fuse box here, but I want to make sure I have a route for the wires. I think dead center is probably going to be the best place to put this. Pressing it on real good there. It's interesting that inside the fuse box gets a buildup of dust. Huh. I wonder if there's any way to fix that. That's interesting that it gets dusty in there. Probably around that little piece, but you know, not sure. All right. There it is. Okay, connect the small ring end of the ground wire to the ground terminal on the device. So let me pull this off. That is the ground terminal right here. Got to be careful not to drop any of these screws down onto the engine bay, because it will most likely be forever lost. Okay, there we go. Next step, connect the small ring end of the included 12-volt cable to the 12-volt terminal on the device. Okay, there we go. This step, after we connect the ground wire here, you will connect the ground wire, the large ring, to the ground terminal that connects to the battery. Then we're going to do positive to positive. Ground to ground first, then positive to positive. First, let me reconnect the ground. So now you can see we have the positive to the positive. We have the ground to the ground. And as you can tell, we have a little blinking red light. Okay. So let's pair this thing. We're going to go ahead and download the app. Now I've got to go through all these things to since I've already installed it, I hit already installed. Okay, so now I need to hold the button on the top of the power switch that says pair until the LED blinks blue. So let's see if we can do this. Okay, connecting to Garmin Power Switch. It just asks you questions. Garmin's very sophisticated, so this isn't an issue. Your phone and device are paired. That's what I got. Let's go. All right. So let's see now. So as you can see here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are my switches. Let's go ahead and hit 1 and see what happens. Hey, look at that. Number 1 lit up. Let's hit 2. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. And there's 6. They all work. Fantastic. So this is how I wired it. Hope you can get a good view there. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. I am not an electrician. I'm just following the directions. Pretty cool and pretty clean. I did trim this little cover here for the positive so it would fit the extra wire because it's a thick wire. Because I just like to keep those covered. Just my preference. It's personal. But this is staying really good with that double Velcro I used. Again, this is what it looks like. I don't know if y'all can see that. There we go. And if I hold this right here and I hit that 1, it's gonna light up. That's awesome. Turn it off, turns off. That is great. How easy is that? Okay folks, let's check out this finished product. Okay, what I got here is I got the Garmin Power Switch. I've got the positive hooked up, I've got the ground hooked up. I have some LED pods on the front. And I've run that harness through the grill up along the fender well, and I have the positive hooked up to that. And the ground here is grounded right here to the fender. This right here, I wasn't sure about grounding it. That's the ground of the battery. I'd rather just leave that alone. But this is threaded, it works great. And I can hide it under this piece of plastic to protect it from this right here, this strut to hold the hood up. I didn't want that mangling up my wires. So there we have it. I've hooked it to number 6. You can see the light came on. This also works with the app, so let's go check it out at night. Okay guys, check this out. Here we go. Just like that. I've programmed that in. You can see right there. All I gotta do is hit it. Pretty cool. Well folks, I hope you liked that video. It's a real easy install. I probably took a little extra time since I'm not I don't do much wiring on my truck like that, where you're hooking stuff up to power. Anyways, it was a really straightforward, easy install. If I was like 30 years younger, I probably would have just thrown the directions away and just winged it and put it on. But, you know, the good old days of car stereo install. But anyhow, I just hope you enjoyed that video. It works great. It's real easy to use. I can't wait to hook up more lights to it. And, you know, if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I've got some more videos coming soon. One that's kind of interesting. It is a kind of like Raptor lights, even though this is not a Raptor. So let's call them Tundra lights that'll go in the hood bulge of the Grille. So that'll be coming up real soon. So look forward to that one, and I will see you then. See ya.